Hey everybody, welcome to the Dano channel. I am Dano and I'm back with more Kyber Crystals. Didn't you just get a Kyber Crystal video in the last one? Yes you did, but I'm back with more Crafted Cores Kyber Crystal. I've got more. These are fancy crystals. These are the crystal light side and dark side crystal of answer crinkle. Sorry to do that right in the mic. Crystals. Now these are custom Kyber Crystals made by Crafted Core. These are unofficial, non-licensed products that work with your Savi's lightsaber from Galaxy's Edge and both of your Holocrons from Galaxy's Edge if you bought those. So Crafted Core is a company, again, unlicensed, but they're like one of those community projects that part of, like, honestly, let's be real here, the community projects, like what different groups like Hondo Supply, just to name like a couple, Hondo Supply, there's a bunch of other Kyber Crystal makers, there's Crafted Core, there's House Kybers. I even do a little bit with the Batu Bounty Hunt stuff. The community surrounding Galaxy's Edge and these like third-party unlicensed products is kind of where it's at. That's where the innovation's at. That's where all the new cool stuff's coming from. So I've been reviewing a couple different Crafted Cores Kyber Crystals. This is my first video on their stuff. But I've been sitting on these for a few months. And the last video I literally just recorded earlier was on the Disney Force Guidance Crystals. Light side and dark side Force Guidance Crystals. And what those are, they're Kyber Crystals that are, there's a certain voice. So when you buy a Kyber Crystal for $15, it's Doc Ondars. If you didn't watch my other video, I'll give you a little brief explanation. The Kyber Crystals unlock certain colors in the lightsabers, and they unlock different voices in the Holocrons, depending on which Holocron, and depending on which color, what voice. What Crafted Core has been doing is a lot of double-sided. So there's two RFID chips inside this thing, and it's resin, hand-poured, made by Chandler. And different colors, so you'll notice, if you look close, we've got blue and we've got green on the light side one. And then if we look here, we've got red and we've got black for the dark side Crystal of Answers. Now, again, these are hand-poured, these are handmade, so you kind of get a little bit more bang for your buck, kind of. You get two different voices. So that means two different colors in your lightsaber. And that means two different sets of voices in your Holocron per. Now, on the other side of the card, you'll notice my light side one is, so we can get it focused there, number 36 out of 200. Now, a big thing with Crafted Core is limited edition. That's what makes them special, is that when they make these runs, they only make so many. In this case, they made 200 of each. On my dark side, I got number 55 out of 200. So because they're limited edition and they're not going to make these again, that's a reason you should check out Crafted Cores regularly, or at least follow the Batu Kyber Crystal Collectors on Facebook. Crafted Core is, I would say, a main part of that group, but that's not all that group is. They welcome all different kinds of artisans, Star Wars random talk, you know, like, it's a pretty open group. But a majority of what goes on in the posts are related to Crafted Core. It's not limited to, but it is a majority of what you see in that Facebook group, the Batu Kyber Crystal Collectors. And that's because people trade these things. These things actually go in value quite a bit. They go up a lot. There's like a Ben solo crystal they did that's like people are selling. They paid $35 for it plus shipping. And they end up selling it for like hundreds later. It's insane. It is absolutely insane what the value on some of these things are, because they're really cool. They're different than what you can just get at Galaxy's Edge, and that's what makes them special. So, without further ado, I'm going to open up the light side Crystal of Answers. We're going to read the little card, and we're going to see what this is all about. Now, again, this is going to be very, very similar to the Kyber Crystal, the Force Guidance Crystal, because it's got an 8-ball. As I was saying, each one of these has a different voice. And one of the voices that is hardest to find is what's called the 8-ball voices. Now, there's a dark side one for Darth Vader, and Yoda has an 8-ball voice. And what that means is if you ever had a magic 8-ball toy where you shake it and it's like, outlook, not so good, most likely not, my sources say no, that kind of stuff, you'd ask it a yes or no question, and it's like a toy that answers. That's basically what those do. You ask it a question, Darth Vader with the Sith Holocron will be like, yes, the Force is clear. Whatever. That was more Yoda sounding. But Yoda would be like, yes is your answer. Or whatever the heck he wants to say. But that's what we're going to listen to a little bit of. And again, I just did a review on the Force Guidance Crystals that Disney just released. You can get in Disney World at the moment, and soon at Disneyland, whenever it opens up. But for now, this is dual-sided. And again, the pricing on this was $35, limited edition, plus shipping fee, so probably like 40 and change or whatever per. The thing that is like, to me, where you get the bang for your buck, is that it's dual-sided. It is both blue and green, so I get the Yoda super hard to find 8-ball, and there's a blue, and I'm guessing it's Obi-Wan? I don't know. Before I listen to the voice, let's take a look at this card here. Okay, so for the light side crystal of answers, found on the forgotten planet of an ancient group that studied the Force, these rare crystals draw upon the power of the light side of the Force. They will light your bladed weapon in blue and green. When these crystals are placed inside a holocron, 2 wise Jedi Masters will guide you by answering the questions you seek and providing counsel. The first is 900-year-old Jedi Master Yoda, who may foretell your future. The other is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, misspelling there on the Kenobi, who will guide you in the Jedi ways. However, the most powerful among you will find a limited number of crystals that contain answers to your questions from both the light and the dark. So I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that there's certain rare chases that have dark side on them as well. That's interesting. Let's find out what I got. Okay. It's blue, but let's close it. Green. So we have Yoda. Let's hear what he has to say.
No.
So pretend I asked it a yes or no question, like, will this video get 1,000 likes, 1,000 thumbs up?
A certainty this is.
You got to make it so. The Force is going to will this true. So you ask him yes or no questions, and he answers.
Meditated on this question, I have.
I still got to
My
think.
answer is yes.
Oh, I should ask this something good. So that's what one side does. The other side, I'm going to turn it upside down. Turns blue, so I did not get a chase, but it's going to be Obi-Wan.
Don't give in to hate. That leads to the dark side. This is a dangerous time for you, when you will be tempted by the dark side of the Force.
And one more, discuss.
Stretch out with your feelings.
I love these. Like, the fact that it's double-sided is totally worth it. So, again, like, roughly $40 a crystal, which is a lot, right? And if you think about it, I paid just for the Yoda voice in this one, I paid $20. So, with shipping and everything, this was $20, and this just has one voice, one color in the lightsaber, while this one, for twice the price, has twice the crystal, right? You get the same rarity, plus you get something else, which means one less thing to carry around. And if you're going to Disney parks, if you're going to Batuu, having less stuff to carry around is always nice. As someone who has to travel when I go, I can't just like go run home and like switch stuff out. I have to pack my car, I have to pack luggage, and I drive when I go visit Disneyland. And so having one less crystal in my lightsaber, say there's a lightsaber meetup, and I'm like, well, maybe I want to change colors. That's what I really honestly like about Craft Decor a lot, is the fact that I can do that. Instead of having to carry 6 different colored crystals, I can carry 3. Depending on which ones, or 4, whatever, like depending on which ones I want. Because regularly, while they do have limited edition stuff, they've got the ones that are set to Savi's themes, Power and Control Crystal, Peace and Justice, Elemental Nature, Protection, Defense. Those crystals are readily available. Whereas they're always doing new stuff with these exclusives that are limited edition, which is why you kind of always got to check back. And again, I mentioned that Facebook group. That's what's important about that one. So I did want to show you real quick what happens if you place this into a Sith holocron. And again, it's just going to be Emperor Palpatine kind of laughing at us or telling us, come to the dark side. So I place it. Oh, turned off. Sorry. There we go. It turned blue, which means I have it upside down. Sure. He says that.
Feel your anger.
Yeah. Okay, good enough. I'm going to flip it the other way so we get Yoda. It does turn green.
My young Jedi, you will find that it is you who are mistaken
About
many things.
I love the Emperor's dialogue. Okay, so that's what happens when you put it into a Sith one. And real quick, we got to appreciate, I want to show you close-ups of the crystal itself before I put it away. Okay, so here's the card for the light side crystal of answers again. And again, on the back, I've got number 36 out of 200. Now, this is hand-poured resin. So I want you to really take a look at those close-ups. Just take a look. So it's got some parts are a little smoother than, say, a regular Galaxy's Edge crystal. But what's neat is we get both blue and green out of this. And I like get the light reflection on there. So you guys can really see all the different like texture and what's on there from this hand-poured resin. It's a cool looking design. And each one's going to be different. Each one's going to have a different kind of swirl because they're all handmade. Whereas if you get like the Disney ones, just to look at them next to each other, the Disney ones look a little bit plain just in comparison because it's all just one color. And this one's going to look a little different than normal green. It's got a little bit of a glittery kind of look to it just because it's the Force Guidance crystal. But honestly, I would take this one. You get a little bit more bang for your buck. You pay twice as much, I guess. But it looks cooler. And you know what? Speaking of it looking so much cooler, recently the preview for the new Star Wars Holiday Special came out. And it's got like a blue-green crystal that like Rey gets and they time travel with. I don't know anything on it yet because I'm recording this on November 5th. So that comes out November 17th for Life Day, I believe. So we'll know more then. But either way, this is a very, very cool looking crystal. Can we get it to focus? Can we get this camera to do a little focusing? It just looks so good. I really like this. All right, so enough with that. Let's move on to the next one. Let's open up my Dark Side Crystal of Answers Black and Red. We're going to read the card. We're going to look at close-ups. And then we're going to place it in the holocron and give you a little taste of what it sounds like, what it does. Okay. So I've got my Dark Side Crystal of Answers. This crystal was found on the Sith planet buried deep in the wastelands. These crystals have often been sought after for their rare ability to connect with the dark side Force users. Many have been haunted by the voices contained inside. The black side of the crystal provides counsel from fallen Master Snoke, while the red side provides answers to your question from Darth Vader on the path to total power. However, the most powerful among you will find a limited number of crystals contain answers to your questions from both the light and the dark. And let's just take a look at some close-ups real quick. I like the look of this. I like the red. I like the black. Again, I want you to see just the different, like, when I hold it up to the light and move it, you can see the different textures. Here's probably the top of the mold. It's probably molded like that. You can tell where the way the resin settled and kind of left that little bowl. That's cool, though. I'm into it. I'm definitely into it. I think it looks good. Again, I want you guys just to see those swirls. Oh, I dropped it. It's official. Just to see the swirls. Just see the detail and everything on there. It is a cool looking crystal. And again, it's double the price, but you get double the crystal. So it's totally fair. Again, now that we've got the crystal, you can see a little bit better on this camera. The lighting's a little bit better over here. See some of the swirls. And it just has a really cool look to it. Chandler does a great job making these. Hand poured. Let's put this in the holocron and see what it does. Now we're going to get Snoke if we do it one way. And I believe it's upside down. So it's black down, red up. And I think I'm going to get Snoke. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong.
The seed of the Jedi Order
That's Snoke.
lives. And as long as it does, hope lives.
Cool. So what's neat about this one in particular over the Master Yoda one, not only is it the rare 8-ball Vader, it's the rare black Snoke. So it's like double rare. To me, that's cool. Let's hear what Vader has. Let's ask Vader a question. Vader, can I hit 70,000 subscribers by the end of the year? It's only like 5,000 more. But can I do it by the end of the year?
We are Sith.
It didn't register it. That's not a good sign. That's a terrible sign. All right, let's put it back in. Let's see if we can get it to recognize Vader. Same question. That's it? Vader. I didn't ask it. I opened it. Redo. Do over. We get do overs. Vader. Vader. Brother Vader. Do you think I can hit 70,000 subscribers by the end of 2020? I know 2020 has been rough, but can I hit 70,000? Just like 4,500 more, please. Please. Force. Vader. Can I?
You will pay the price for your lack of vision.
Yeah, I'm more of a light side user anyway. One more time. 70,000?
The future is shrouded.
It's not happening. Well, you know what? Maybe you guys can prove them wrong. Maybe you guys can share this video, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more crafted core. This is it. You made it awkward, Vader. You made it awkward. Guys, I really do love these crystals. I think they're pretty awesome. Crafted Core is up to some really cool things. And speaking of really cool things, one of the crystals they just released that I'm going to announce the winner, because we're doing, last one I did was the Force glowing one. And I said, hey, we're going to give away one of the new child crystals. Now, this crystal is cool. It looks like Baby Yoda. It's like sculpted to look like Baby Yoda. It's pretty awesome. And Chandler said, hey, let's give one out through your channel. So big shout out and thank you to Chandler for setting this up. Okay, so the way we're going to be picking a winner for the child crystal from Crafted Core is we're going to go to my comments from the last video on the Force glowing crystal. I asked you guys to comment with your favorite Crafted Core crystal, and that's how I'm going to pick the winner. We're going to go to a little website here that will pick random YouTube videos. Here we go. I'm sorry, random comments from a YouTube video. Let's paste in my URL. Let's filter out duplicate users. Replies are okay. No, we don't need any. That's it. I think we're good. Let's hit get YouTube comments. 138 unique commenters, okay? Okay, so let's start the raffle and pick a random winner. Let's center that on my screen. Let's hit start. And let's see who we get. Who are we going to get? Who are we getting? Nate O'Shea, I think the Crafted Core Scavenger vs. Empress is so cool. Congratulations, Nate O'Shea. This is someone I see comment all the time on my videos. So that's awesome, man. That out of 138 total names, Nate O'Shea, congrats, dude. You are going to get the child crystal from Crafted Core. I'm going to put you in touch with Chandler. I don't think I'm going to have any problem getting in touch with you in the next 24 hours. So just shoot me a message. We've talked before. Shoot me a message. You got 24 hours to claim your prize. Same rules as last time. I'm going to follow those rules all the time. You'll have 24 hours from the announcement. That's why you got to make sure you're subscribed. Have your notifications turned on. All that good stuff. And I'm pretty sure Nate O'Shea does, so he'll be able to claim the prize, no problem. Friends, that was a lot of fun. I don't have another giveaway for right now, but I do know that House Kybers is doing a giveaway. There's always giveaways going on with BatuBountyHunt.com, shop.BatuBountyHunt.com for cool patches, pins for that group, masks that I'm selling and making in my spare time, all that kind of good stuff. Sad Baby Squad patches, Don't Be a Moof Milker patches are up there too, so I'm just saying, just kind of check those things out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think about these Crafted Core crystals. Again, these are sold out already. That's one of the comments I saw a lot on the last one was everyone's like, yeah, I really like the Force glowing ones, but they're sold out. Yeah, that's how it works. They're limited edition. So you need to make sure you're on top of it, which is why I said check out that Facebook group, because that's where they post the announcements. That's where they give the heads up. And follow them on, they have a YouTube channel here. And they also have an Instagram for Crafted Core. So make sure you're following all of that. I'm going to be working with them going forward, as well as a bunch of other creators too, just because I feel like since I have a platform, if I can help get the word out about some of these smaller businesses, that's cool. That's what I want to do is share with you guys. Like maybe you don't know about who the cool creators are, where to get the cool stuff. If I can be the person to help, spread the word, that's cool on me. Like that's something I would love to do. Kind of be like the Guy Fieri of Galaxy's Edge. I don't know. Either way, thumbs up if you like the vid. Subscribe if you like me. Or if you don't, that's cool too, I guess. But you should probably still subscribe anyways if you want to get that good info. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, don't be a moof milker. There's a lot of moof milkers out there. Don't be one. I don't need to make this political. Do I? I'm not going to make it political. Don't be a moof milker. Be the spark. Be a good person. Be amazing. Inspire people to do cool things. Don't be a bad person. Just don't do it. Stop. Stop it. Don't do it. Be the spark. Shout out to the patrons and the members. I love you guys. I love you all. I have too much fun doing this stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching.